So this album is centered around the theme of wildfire, which I've had kind of a rough and challenging last year, to say the least, on a personal level. But I sat down one day and I wrote this song called Wildfire, and it occurred to me that as a metaphor, wildfire was exactly what was going on in my life.
The winds are starting to pick up. Stand with me and I'll watch the prairie change. Wildfire, you take your turn to burn, burn, burn.
In the natural world, wildfire
Wildfire, you take your
devastates a particular landscape, but only really on the surface. If you look at what's going on kind of underneath, there's new growth happening. There are even certain species of trees and plants and insects that need fire in order to continue on, in order to grow. The redwoods, the big huge redwood, beautiful sequoia trees are a good example of that. They have these really hard, tight cones that the tree produces, and it isn't until a forest fire comes along that the resin that holds the cone together is melted, and then from there you have growth, and that's when the tree and that species carries on.
You take your time. Burn, burn, burn.
At first glance, it looked like, oh my God, all this tragedy and this devastation, and my life as I knew it was kind of leveled. And of course, a whole collection of songs came out of that, which is always a good thing if you can make a song out of the hard parts of life.
Pine cones drop down from the tree and sit in silence while we breathe, watching dawn turn into dusk while the world.
I think both for the natural world and for people, it's necessary at certain intervals to have stuff burned down so that you can see what was there that may have been crowded out before. So it's a real shift in perspective that I was grateful for in the end. When I sat down initially to write, this was a couple of years ago, I thought, I want to make a new record. I want to make a different kind of record than Over and Over, the last record. I want to try some new territory. I want to make some new sounding music. And the more that I pressured myself to do that, the more that I just couldn't write. It was impossible. So finally I gave up and I surrendered, and I said, okay, what am I really good at? I'm really good at writing really sad, dark love songs. And so I kind of gave myself finally permission to write a record of sad love songs. That's my gift. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'll do. And so I set out to write a whole record of sad love songs, and in the end ended up coming up with exactly what my original intention was a diverse album of more than just sad love songs. But I had to give myself that permission to just, I don't know, just to embrace who I was and what my gifts were, and only then could some of the more unexpected gifts emerge, kind of like in Wildfire as well.
Wildfire, you take your time.